iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiskiTimes.co.za. Yet another weekend. We are back in the Betway Premiership. Now, this weekend, the title race will resume between Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns. In the other video with Junior Kanye, we'll be discussing that. In this video, we'll be talking about Royal AM against Kaizer Chiefs. It's sort of like a mid-table, mediocre clash, although Kaizer Chiefs has actually an opportunity to be a top 4 team. In fact, if they win their games in hand, they are a top 4 team. Even though the play is not that good, not that creative, but they will be a top 4 team, which generally gives you an idea of our league in general in terms of the lack of quality. On the other side, with the Royal AM, we've seen the news officially reported that their owner, Sean Mkhize, house has been raided. We also know factually, besides what's happening on the news, we know factually that there's the case. Yagan Nurkovic, no FIFA, 12 million has turned into 15 million. And we also know from President that, number one, we've seen it happen before, that FIFA will ban you from making transfers at Kalin. If you don't resolve or pay that bill after they've done that, they then go to points deduction, which has happened to Amazulu. Go and ask Amazulu, they will tell you in the last 3 years, was 3 years ago, something like that, where they were deducted 6 points from FIFA. So even when you decide not to pay these fines, 15 million, or what you owe to the player actually contractually and legally binding, you will get those points deduction. You can decide not to pay, eventually you get 6 points deduction, plus you still have to pay that money, which is accruing interest. What we also know as well factually about Royal AM is that they have disbanded their team in the DSTV Diski Challenge. So there are 15 teams now in the DSTV Diski Challenge. So problems are mounting there. That means great opportunity for Kaizer Chiefs as well to be able to defeat yet another team. Richards Bay have changed their coach, Brendan Trute, as we suspected when we were shooting the videos, that he will not make it to the weekend because you cannot be losing to 10 men without any fight as well. So, Mr. Tso Vilakazi, former Orlando Pirates captain, Kaizer Chiefs are playing against Royal AM. Now, we have to talk about Royal AM before we go to Chiefs. It seems like an easy 3 points, straightforward for Chiefs, but Royal AM, when there's so much turmoil in a club, how must the players be feeling at the moment? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice to see you, Mr. So.
TKJ.
TKJ.
The
fake justice. Yeah, you were wearing suits on Wednesday. You left us alone here to do your job.
You know,
number one. I didn't know you owned a suit.
No, but number one, I will say thanks to you because, you know, if you never gave me this opportunity, I think maybe no one will recognize me to say, hey, this man is still around. But because of you give me this opportunity, and thank you very much. Yeah, no, it's
I don't. I looked at you in a suit. I'm like, I don't have a suit. I'm like, okay, so young Shai, I've been working with you for 4 years, and you never advised me to buy a suit. Because I was thinking, if I was invited there, what was I going to wear?
Mr. Geo, let me be honest to you. I told Ash, I said, Ash, the only thing that I can wear a jean and a sneaker and a shirt.
That's what we always wear. Yeah.
Look, when you talk about this black thing, oh, I've got a headache right now. Then he said, no, look, don't worry, I'll sort you out. And
thank you, Ash.
Sort me out. And
thank you to the guys
Ash.
there at Betway as well for that program. It was a wonderful program that they did with former players in different sporting codes, and so was part of that as well. Royal AM, I'm sure it is a concern for the players. They don't have a DDC team. Transfer ban. I promise you on my life that FIFA will deduct those points if they don't give Nurkovic his 15 million, which has now increased with the interest rate.
Mr. Geo, you know, I'm worried in terms of some of the owners of the teams to get advice from ex-players to say, what's happening? What can we do? Because, you know, we've played the game. We understand in terms of the contracts, the codes that are in there. We know what needs to be done. And if you're not going to do that, then there's consequences in that. And I don't know why they didn't advise Mkhize to say, look, whatever you do, you have breached the contract. So when you breach the contract, there's consequences. So if you're not going to pay, look, FIFA will do this, but remember that when they suspend you, that man is still standing.
Yeah, it's not like they suspend you and you don't have to pay the money.
Yes, yes. You know, the man is still there. And the sad part is that I think she's not aware of is that when that man is there, there will be interest. Instead of paying that 12 million, it's going to be 13, it's going to be 15. You can even go further by you dealing to pay. And it's sad, Mr. K. It's very sad because when these boys and the coach, they go to training every day, planning for the week, they hear news like this, you know, it really disturb them in their mind. And it's going to be sad when FIFA will come and say, we take these points away from you guys and the team get relegated.
Yeah.
It's going to be sad for these people that are working every day, you know, for their families. Because remember, Mr. K, when you've got a team, remember that these people that are working in your team, they've got families. You know, others have got 15, they've got 20. So imagine that if now this person doesn't get paid, what's going to happen with the 15 people?
I'm not sure if you saw the news reports and you saw the videos where they took some of her assets, the cars and all of that, Mom Kaizer. Now, I asked that because, and I highlight that because that could also give us an answer possibly about the 15 million that is owed to Onurkovic. Mhlambe imali ayikho ke. Mhlambe ayikho. Like it might just go down to the route of 6 points deduction, but still it might even get worse because the more you don't pay, things just get worse.
Mr. Geo, you know, to come out and be honest and say, FIFA, look, I made a mistake. I thought I've got, you know, a case against Nukovic, but when I look at things, I see that, you know, I'm in the wrong position. I'm sorry. Can we sit down with Nukovic and negotiate in terms of how we can pay him back? It's simple, Mr. Keo. If he had it just to take you 24 months, let it be. But to make sure that, because if you're not going to do that, it opens the other doors in terms of now looking at you, who you are, what you're doing, why this cannot be done, why that can be done. And now it is going to mess up your name itself. Because right now, you know, her name, it's under a lot of scrutiny, and that's not a good thing, especially in PSL. That's one thing that I think even the chairman himself, where he is, he's not happy. Yeah, he's not happy that the name of the league, it's also involved in that. So for my advice to her is that, look, Mam Kaizer, just say, FIFA, I apologize, and Nokovic, I apologize. Can we sit down? Can we work this out? That's it.
It's not going to be the first time that Coach John Maduka faces this. He faced it when there was a closure at Celtic as well, where he has to take players. Now we're going through the match, so his players are playing against Kaizer Chiefs. They just lost against Golden Arrows 3-2. It was like another chaotic game that was delayed by 3 hours or 2 hours, something like that, because there was a road closure towards the stadium as well. The people were stuck in traffic. There's a lot of dark cloud surrounding the team actually with their matches. John Maduka has to encourage the players to play against Chiefs. We'll talk about Chiefs in a moment. How does John Maduka do this now? What does he say to those players?
To be honest, I don't want to put myself in John Maduka's shoes at this point in time. No, not at all. Because, you know, when you're going to face a team like Kaizer Chiefs, with all the things that have been happening, you know, behind the scenes, for the owner of the team and also for the team, because if you don't have a TTC team, then now you've got another challenge because you can't sign players. Now there's a TTC team where you're supposed to get players. Now you can't get players. You rely on these players that you've got. It's very tough. And one thing I would say to Coach John Maduka is that, Coach, tell your players that, look, boys, market yourself. There's nothing else that I can tell you. Go in the field of play, market yourself, because of, to be really honest, is that FIFA, they will deduct points for us. And if you guys are not going to perform and try and put your name up there for other teams to get you, it means umsebenzi uyaphela.
Yeah.
Ngoba makuthathwa ama-points i-team iyayehla, even nalapha ku-NFT is going to be a struggle.
Yeah. When a man is down?
Unfortunately, this time around, Mr. K, we can't kick him.
Well, Kaizer Chiefs will kick you Royal tomorrow. That's their responsibility. You play against Royal tomorrow when a man is down?
Yeah, no.
What do you want Chiefs to donate those points tomorrow?
No. Chiefs are back in winning ways, Mr. King. Remember that. Remember that. They're back in winning ways, Mr. King. They've won on Wednesday. So it tells you that now they're back in winning ways.
That's why I was saying when the
Things
man is
happening.
down, you kick him.
Yeah, it's just
that's
that-
your slogan.
Yes,
So I would
Mr.
expect
King,
that
yes.
tomorrow Chiefs
Yes.
go out there. Talk to us about Chiefs.
Yeah.
Coach Nasruddin Nabi. You were not here actually on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yusuf Mart had 2 assists. Although they're still playing those long balls and it's still not entertaining, but they are winning matches. And as I was saying that they are actually a number 4 if they win those 2 matches in hand that they have with teams ahead of them. If they win this weekend, for example, they might sneak into the top 4.
Definitely, 3 points, it's in tomorrow. No doubt about that. No doubt. I'm of course they're back in their winning ways. Even though, yes, I'm not happy personally with the way they're playing. Sometimes you always say, as a coach, to say, let's get points to gain that confidence of winning, and then from there I will fix in terms of us how we need to play, because sometimes you'll find that it's difficult to focus in how I want us to play while we don't have points. So in this now, especially Kaizer Chiefs is a big team, they need to get those points. When they get those points, then they're going to have a break. When they have a break, then that would be time for Coach Nabi to really work in terms of this is how I want you to play. Because the first few games, you could see what is that he wants to do. But he realized that, look, when we do this, trying to build up and do what, we're not getting points now. So what we need to do is to make sure that let's get points first, and then we'll work on the build up in terms of our play.
What kind of game do you expect tomorrow?
Yeah, no, it should be an easy game for Chiefs. Very, very, it should be easy. These guys, the confidence is low because of the problems that are happening there, and including the coach himself, he doesn't have confidence in his players now because he knows psychologically that these players, they are not 100% ready for the game. So they're just going to come in and honor the game. But, obviously, as a coach, you must always try and get something out of your players. Give them, show them a light even when it's dark. Show them, make them believe that there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Is it not the perfect game for Chiefs to be dominant then? You come to a team, they are low on confidence, they've been losing matches, there's a lot of external issues that are happening, they can't sign players. Is it not, I understand what you're saying that, okay, Hlanganiso 3 points every now and then will fix the style of play. But is it not the kind of performance that should be dominant? Receive the ball, circulate the ball, dominate the play. Play make, be creative, mdusha badala, eliminate players, create opportunities, goal-scoring opportunities for your forwards.
No, now, especially after they scored 2 goals, because I think they're capable of scoring more than 2 goals tomorrow. So after they scoring 2 goals, then this is what I want you guys to do. Let's build up from the back. I need you to come here. I need you to come here, and then we play. But as soon as the game starts, let's go for the kill. Let's get 1, 2 quick goals, and then let's frustrate them in terms of knocking the ball around. Let's find ourselves in good positions where the opponents will be frustrated. So, tomorrow it should be a very easy game for.
All right, before I get your prediction, we are sponsored by World Sports Betting, www.wsp.co.za, wsp.co.za, World Sports Betting. If you want to go and bet on many matches, the La Liga, tonight, of course, SuperSport United is playing against Marumo Gallants as well. That's another team that might be in trouble with FIFA because they've been banned so far in Marumo Gallants. Fortunately for those FIFA transfer bans, as soon as you settle the amount of money that you owe, then it gets lifted so you can sign players as well. So we shall see what happens and how does Marumo Gallants resolve that issue. Do they go and get discount from the Swallows where they bought the team? Are there still people to chase after with the Swallows, or have they carried now that debt, as it looks like, from FIFA as well? Kaizer Chiefs, Royal AM, Betway Premiership. Mr. So-and-so, your prediction.
Yeah, Umtuzo shaya 1, Utipura shaya 1, Vilakazi shaya 1. That should be 3. So if they score 4 and 5, for me that will be a bonus. But I count just the 3 players to score, and then coach, please, can we see that pass and move after we score 2 goals? The 3rd one and the 4th and the 5th one, for me it's a bonus. But after we score 2 goals, let's see what is that we want to do.
Your final score prediction?
You must say 3-0.
3-0 Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
There you are. Thank you very much, Mr. So-and-so. Nice to have you back. iDiskiTV, iDiskiTimes, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.